Oh god, what a mess. That's a little better. Hello, it is 11 o'clock. I woke up maybe about an hour ago and I've worn my dress, but I'm yet to get ready. The party tonight is at 7, but I like to get ready really early so I can get it over with. And I don't have to rush getting ready closer to the time I have to go. So I'm gonna get ready now. But yeah, so my desk was a mess because last night I actually started the initial run of my taxes. I wanted to see how much money I needed to put into my RRSP so I can pay less taxes back. I do have some RSP contribution room, so I put enough money in there so hopefully I don't have to pay back taxes, because with my like regular office income, I also have employment income on top of a self-employment income on top of that, which is the stuff that I made for my art business. And my estimated total of earnings for 2022 was about 20,000, which puts me over the bracket, which means I have to pay back taxes. So pretty good year. So that was good, even though I did slow down. Probably this year it's gonna be way lower than that, so maybe I won't have to worry about paying back taxes. So anyway, I did that last night. I didn't submit yet, but I just wanted to put that money into my RSP because March 1st is the deadline. So by the time you watch this, the deadline is passed. But yeah, keep that in mind for next year. If you don't want to pay back taxes, there is that way to put money into your RSP so you can put it down. Anyway, I made coffee. I'm going to, oh, I have to pack the gift. I have to pack the gift, get ready, and something else. I have to do work. My boss wants me to do work. I want to pluck my brows, so I'm going to use my ring light so I can actually see what I need to pluck instead of standing in front of the window or at the bathroom. Give me the button. This is perfect. Hello. Yes. Spooky. Oh, I got some comments, some suggestions on what to do for the dry skin, and people suggested, somebody suggested Aquaphor, which I've heard of before. I just don't want to buy more things. I've been using Vaseline, and you said that Vaseline just kind of takes the moisture out of your face instead of making it more moisturized. So I stopped using that, but actually just using my regular body lotion has been working out. So I've been using that, and it's getting better. But yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Alright, let's pluck these caterpillars right here. My eyebrows have been natural for the most part. Well, actually, completely. I haven't done any. I went to get them waxed and threaded when I was younger. Just don't have the contact for them. And I find that just doing them myself is fine. And I've mostly let them grow as they should and just pluck every other week or so. And I find that it's all good. I probably could have a better shape to my eyebrows for my face, but I'm very low maintenance. I'm too lazy. I had that side shave a couple years ago, and that was like the extent of the work I'd want to do for myself. And as you can see, that side shave is gone now because it was too much work. I'm too lazy to do gel, so I'm just gonna do purple because there's purple on this dress. I hit it already. Just a purple regular polish. I have to cut my nails anyway, but I thought I'd leave them long for today. I always have short nails, but I got them, and I was gonna cut them this weekend, but I was like, I'll leave it so I look like a lady. Well, just my nails are never this long because I type so much at work. Ta-da! Bear petal, or light purple. Maybe the eyes are too dark. Okay, so unpacking the birthday gift, I decided I had some time and I did a quick button of her kitty. So it's just for fun. But so this is the gift. This is the Be Happy pouch, which I thought was really cool. So you can put it on your backpack with this hook here, or you can put it on your belt. So you have a little pouch. And I decided I added some stuff in the pouch. So in the pouch, there's these cute little egg earrings. This nail polish, it's yellow. Yellow lip balm. And juicy fruit, because it's yellow. So everything in here except for the button is like yellow themed. And I'm gonna put the card in here as well. So yeah, cute little thing. Yeah, I need to find a card that's small enough though. Like I'm sure I have one in my stash, but this one's so cute, but it's too big. So let's find one. Let's find one from our journaling stash. I couldn't find a nice solid one, so I just have some yellow paper here that I cut with my fancy scissors, with pattern scissors, and I'm gonna add some stickers from my sticker book that are kind of yellow, or at least nice and yellow. Oh, this one's good. The cat. This one. But maybe there's. Oh, this one's good too. Where'd it go? Yeah, I'll do this guy. I love this guy. He's got some yellow. Ding. Maybe inside. Like this, and then inside. I'll just do another cat. And then I'll write my note. There, let's read the note. Stay awesome. God, I suck at writing notes. Love, joy. Let's put the date, why not? Okay. I decided I wanted to add these, a tear off sheet of one of these, because they're so cute. Like this. Oh, you know what? I want a little accentuation. There. Very simple. Then I think I'll wrap this. I don't have a bag small enough. I decided to keep the tag just so it's like, oh, this is what it is. Okay. It smells like juicy fruit. I don't have any yellow birthday paper, but I have this wrapping paper that I used for my niece and nephew, so I'll just use this. Alright, so we're downstairs, the entrance to the house, so it's a bit messy, but I wanted to show you my outfit complete. It's just the shoes. I wanted to go with these, with the socks, but like, you know, it's too snowy out there and I don't think I can walk in these. I'd have to pack them up. And I don't really want to do that, but look how cute with these shoes. The outfit. We were thinking of going with these because I can actually walk in these, but then I'd probably fall. The safest route is to wear my boots. These boots. But I don't know. This one is more clowny for sure. But I really like how these look. Just see how cute? I think it's cute anyway. Got my clown earrings. But I don't know. I'll probably be cold and wear my sweater the whole time. Or the party's at 7 and it's gonna be a dinner. So it's 2:20 right now. I'm gonna have some lunch. I have a bagel and some cream cheese and tomato. Oh. Wow. Good morning. It is Saturday, March the 4th. And yeah, I decided to take a break, I guess, this week. I did not post a vlog. I did not film anything. I did film some stuff. The last thing I filmed was at the party for Chris. And then after that, I decided to take a week off of the vlogs. But it's Saturday today, and I kind of felt like vlogging. So I was going to take advantage of that feeling. I woke up quite some time ago at around 8:30, and it's now like 1:25, and today is going to be a chore day for me because I really want to do some vacuuming around the house. But I'm going to start with the kitchen first. I gotta put some stuff away, some clean dishes away, put the dirty dishes away, and then I'm going to vacuum. And then yeah, I was going to say something else, but I forgot. I don't remember. But yeah, oh yeah, no makeup. My skin is still dry as fuck, but I've been using lotion, and actually that's working well. So yeah, it's looking pretty haggard, but that's okay because I'm gonna be doing mostly chores today. All right, I did do a lot of painting while I was over the week, so I'll show you that after we do our chores. But I'm gonna put away my dish. I had some yogurt this morning with some strawberries, so let's go downstairs. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, there was a big snowstorm last night. It started at around maybe 7:30 in the evening, so I had just got back home from work and I totally missed it, which was amazing. But it went on overnight until the next early morning, I believe. So yeah, it was snowing, it was white out outside, there was howling wind, and there was thunder and lightning. So I've never experienced that. My boyfriend has never experienced that before. And when I looked it up on Twitter, it's called thunder snow. So I don't know if that's like the actual term for it, but it was pretty crazy. I was just eating a snack, we were watching something, and then I saw like a flash of light, and I thought it was police cars passing by, because I'm like, oh man, somebody got into an accident because it's a blizzard out there. And then it was followed up by really loud thunder, and we both looked at each other and we're like, man, the world is ending. So yeah, pretty interesting. He's out there shoveling the snow, so I'm gonna do the chores in here, but my camera's dying, so I gotta charge you. So here is the before of the kitchen. I'm gonna put you to charge, so I'll just show you the after while I do this. Okay. Here is our vacuum. It is, oh, it's so dusty down here. It is really heavy and very old. Well, not very old, like probably 2000s. We got it from a relative, and it uses bags still, so, and there's parts that came along with it. Yeah. Okay, everything is clean now. I want to take a nap. Kitchen is clean. I vacuumed and mopped this level, the downstairs, and the upstairs, like hallway and stairs. So this house gets so dusty so quickly, and in probably 2 weeks, everything is covered in dust. It really sucks. So there was a power, did I mention that last night? The power also went out, and I was worried that the power was gonna go out for like more than 10 minutes, but it didn't. It came back on in like 5 minutes. But our clock is wrong, so I need to fix that. But my phone is upstairs. First world problems. Anyway, I am going to make some lunch. I believe it's last time I vlogged it was like 1:25, and it's probably 3 o'clock now or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to make some lunch. Give me one of these. Can I do this one-handed though? Nope, I cannot. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Okay, thanks. Might be a bit too green for my plans, but I think he's gonna be okay. No! It's fine. By the way, I broke the vacuum. I think it's like fairly old. It was kind of sitting in like a basement for a long time, and then it was given to us, and then it just like blew. My boyfriend opened up the spot where the bag is, and the bag was misaligned itself, so he assumed that because it was misaligned, the debris was not actually getting stuffed into the bag properly, so it was just kind of blowing all over the place within the bag. And then it asked for more power from the cord, from the power outlet, and it just kind of blew the, what do you call it, the circuit. So we have to breaker circuit. Wow, that's a lot of peanut butter, Joy. But yeah, it's broken. Probably need to get a new vacuum. I want to get a really nice vacuum. I heard about like the Shark one from a couple people. My brother recommended it too, but I really want to get one, and I don't mind paying a good price for it if it's going to last. So if anybody has any recommendations for a good vacuum, I don't want it to be too heavy like the one I just had, and preferably no wires. So yeah, if anybody has any vacuum recommendations that you really like, please let me know, and I will probably get one. I'm gonna eat this now. Good evening. It's 6:45. I had a nap. I think I had a nap at like either 3 or 4. So a couple hour nap. We're gonna make dinner now. God, this day, it's okay. It's Saturday though. I don't really do much on Saturdays. Some olive oil.
Some kind of beverage with this thing. Let me guess, you shoved...
Hello, it is now the next day, March the 5th, at around 1:20 in the afternoon already. So today I'm gonna try and vlog. I vlogged a little bit yesterday, but it was mostly a rest day. I was doing dinner and stuff like that. Didn't really do any art stuff. The only time I sat in my desk was to watch videos. But we're gonna try and vlog today. I don't know what, but we're gonna do it. I was cleaning out my closet and I decided to do a little bit more organizing. So I found some prints that I've had for a while. I forgot about this Afu Chan print, so I'm gonna post it somewhere. And then I saved this poster that I got from the AGO back in 2020, and it was just, I really liked that. I like this painting, and it was a pretty nice looking poster. So I don't know if I'll put that anywhere, but most of the stuff I found was some cello bags, like really big cello bags for bigger paintings, and then some posters that I got from the art call this year or last year that I kept for my friends. So I don't want to forget about that and give those to her, but I think I'm gonna put this up somewhere. And I gotta confess, that plant is not looking very good up there. I think because it's just so out of reach that I forget to water it. So yeah, lots of yellowing. I think it's still salvageable, but I'm gonna put it down so I can actually water it more efficiently, because I always have to put the stool to water it. So I'm just gonna take it down. I mean, even look at that. I need to put more soil in there. This guy grew so much, but just... Okay, I just decided to post it up here. Some people are probably like, wow, Joy, just kind of a mess, like it's empty over here. I don't really care. I just like to see it where it can be seen. So yeah, let me show you the paintings that I was working on my break. So I finished this one, and I really like how it looks. I still have to scan it and put it on my website. And then I drew this one, really random, like what is it supposed to be? I don't know, but I like it. So I'm gonna scan it and see what it looks like scanned. My inspiration for this was the Radish Spirit and Pride and Prejudice. Okay, so really confusing. Yeah. But I like how it turned out, so it's really mind-boggling, but like, I like it. I did want to add a bit more green to his hair. I should have made his hair green, but then there's so much green everywhere. But yeah, so we'll see how this scans. And then this one, I actually painted this one before this one, but these are my characters in Sugar. Oh no, what's that? My characters from Sugar. And yeah, let me take off the paint. I said paint. Let me take off the tape. I want to see how this looks scanned. I think my plan for today is just to do more painting, because like I said in my previous vlog, I wanted to create a couple paintings that I really like to turn into prints. I don't know if this one, I like this, but in terms of people buying it, I don't know if people are gonna buy it because it's so strange. Like this demon creature with like a multiple breasts. It's just odd. So I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, marketable compared to like, for example, something like my mushroom print. Oh look, the sketch is even back here. Let me show you this sketch as well. So I actually sketched this out instead of penciling in straight, which I've been doing recently. Yeah, so this is the sketch. It's fairly messy, and then this is what the final turned out like. So yeah, I really like it myself, but I don't think it'll be a print that is something I would sell, or that will sell anyway. It's just so strange. But yeah, so I finished 3. I didn't do Wednesday yet because I really wanted to get like a painting of the size done. So I think I'm gonna do something like this again today, but the only issue with that is I can't vlog that. Or I can, but then it'll be boring. Anyway, I didn't get rid of my my drawing setup here. This is my setup. I've just been painting away on this. I should find a better piece of cardboard.
All I can do now is eat and sleep. Except on the days where I'm forced to take a bath, which I really hate doing. Me and my wife Beth live with my mom, my sister, and her fiance Keith. And usually it's either my mom or my wife that eventually makes me take a bath. But I try to avoid it as much as I can.
It is a little bit after, but this is what I came up with, like a cricket bride. This is the moon, and maybe I'll draw some crickets at the back, like a procession of them, but that's what I came up with. And yeah, I probably will add more foliage around here, but it's gonna take a bit to finalize the sketch for painting. But I got an idea down. I've sketched quite a bit, but this is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get started today, but it's great that I have an idea put down. So yes, it's now 4 o'clock, and I was just working on my taxes the past hour or two, and it's submitted, so we're good. So 2022 was not a very good year for me. I think I mentioned how much I made, about 19,000. I don't know if I remember. I did make a mistake. I kind of double added some stuff, so I didn't make as much as I should. So I made 19,000, but I spent quite a bit of money in 2022 trying to start up the art stuff again. So, and I also got rid of Squarespace, Patreon, got rid of my store, so didn't make very much money in 2022, which is totally fine.
So I buy the devil inside me, never say I don't do anything for you. X-Files and stuff like that. And I'm like, could you have not just, there's a little right-click function called copy. So surely you're testing it on the PC, but something's wrong, dude.
Hello guys, so I'm quickly going to do a voiceover for this part of the video where I am working on this illustration. I haven't decided on a title for this watercolor painting yet. The original idea was like a moonlight ceremony because I drew this cricket woman who has like a bouquet of flowers and there's a big moon behind her, so I thought maybe she was like getting married or something like that. But the illustration did not turn out to be a marriage, it just turned out to be like a generic cricket lady, however generic a cricket lady can be, just standing, posing there. So I think I haven't decided on the title yet, but I had a few thoughts on this illustration just to kind of fill in the silence as you watch me trace over it cleanly with my really old push pencil. All the nibs on this pencil is running out, and sometimes I just have a hard time actually making a pencil drawing. But anyway, so yeah, so I have been trying to create illustrations with a little bit more story. I have been doing a lot of illustrations, like color pencil illustrations of just character focused ones, like just a character with a story in themselves. But now I'm trying to make more detailed illustrations where there is a background and the background meshes well with whatever character is there, and it's just not a free-floating character. It's very challenging, just both because of my skill and also just you know, flexing that imagination muscle, it's very difficult to really mesh, for me anyway, a background and a character. I really have to think about a story that like connects both aspects together. And I feel like I had a breakthrough this week when I created, I think I showed you earlier, that illustration of Sugar and my two characters in Sugar. But that was a little bit easy because I had already created a story around those two characters because it's based on a comic that I wrote. And for this one, this cricket lady, there wasn't really a story behind it. The story came up after a couple, like probably a good half an hour of sketching out an idea or trying to get an idea, and I came up with like a cricket moonlight ceremony marriage, which in the end didn't turn out to be that way, but it was enough of a jumping point for me to create something that I think really meshes well together. So long story short, I'm really happy. Long story short, I'm really happy with how I incorporated the background and the character in this illustration. The only thing that I think I really kind of dropped the ball on is just the execution of the painting. So I feel like I was pretty successful with the colors that I chose. The only thing is my confidence in laying down those colors. In the end, it worked out, but not to like my fullest potential. Just because I was a little bit afraid of messing up the sketch, I didn't really want to do it again. I was really careful when I was laying down my colors, and that in turn made them really dull. So at the end of this video, or at the end of this vlog, you'll see me show you the final where I edit it on Photoshop and kind of boost up the saturation and boost up the colors and all that kind of stuff. And it's really not there. What I have in my mind is not the same as what it turned out to be. Maybe with a little bit more finagling and a little bit more tinkering with the levels and filters and stuff on Photoshop, I might get it to that point. But because from the very beginning, my laying down of my colors was very, like I was very scared to do it, and my colors turned out really dull. That's just how it is. So I guess it's just like something I have to work on for next time. I don't know if planning out my colors in advance would help out. I really don't like doing that, even though I know planning is really important when you're trying to create a piece with a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that are going on. Like this painting, I feel like has a lot of stuff. It has a floor, it has a background, it has flowers and leaves and foliage is so difficult to do. But it's I think this illustration really taught me quite a bit, and so I'm happy about that. Basically, I just have to keep going and coming up with ideas where both the background and the character tell a story in tandem and work together and mesh well together, which is for me really hard to do. I've had stretches of time in the past, year where I'm trying to sit down and figure out what to draw, and I feel like I'm young again, where it's just like, I don't know what to draw today. I'm really trying to sit down and just, create scenes like that compared to just creating my characters that I used to do. At this point, creating those characters with like something weird going on with them, like one or two details about them that are strange, comes easier to me now. But something like this, where I really want it to be more detailed with a lot of stuff going on, is harder, which I think it's obvious that it is, just because there's more things going on, and I really want to stretch my watercolor skill. And I think doing multiple things like this with a lot of detail will really push that, and hopefully in the next year I'll get better, and by this time next year I'll just have more skill, hopefully anyway, and it'll come a little bit easier to me. And by this time next year, maybe I'm trying to figure out something else about my art. Maybe I'm moving forward and working with better watercolors or more pigmented watercolors, and just like more expensive watercolor paper. I don't know. You don't necessarily need to have more expensive supplies. I think what I'm trying to do is just making my skill better. And yeah, so I think those are all my thoughts about this. We're nearing the end of the kind of real-time quiet painting part. Yeah, at this point, towards the end of the clips here, I'm just holding the camera because I really wanted to focus on the painting, and having my camera on the tripod was really distracting me, and also all the lights on, so I'm just holding the camera here. But yeah, I'll leave you to watch the rest of the vlog now. Good morning. It is now 9 o'clock, so I started the painting. Let me show you my progress so far. I had the camera up on the tripod and then I was filming, but it was kind of getting in the way and I really wanted to just get into painting, so I've just decided to take a couple clips and I'll update you here and there for the progress. Yeah, so I woke up really early this morning, maybe around 5, like 5:15, and then I started setting up to paint at around 5:30, I think you saw, and it's now 9 o'clock. I basically stopped about now, and I'm taking a little bit of a break, letting it dry a bit more before I put a bit more layers today. Yeah, so today is Tuesday, March the 7th, and it's just going to be a painting day today. My boyfriend and I are going to go for a grocery run later this afternoon. So yeah, and then yeah, filming this painting and then probably editing the vlog, starting the vlog edit anyway. Hopefully I have enough clips because I took that break last week. Anyway, let me show you the update here. So here it is. I've just been kind of adding more details and more layers, and I've been really liking it so far. The only part I haven't really worked on is the bottom here, which is going to be just the foliage of leaves and vines and stuff as best as I can. Her proportions are kind of strange, and I think that is fine because she's half cricket, so her body's like quite long, so her arms are very long, and it just looks strange, which I think is alright because it's kind of uncanny, and I've been really liking it so far. If it goes well, this will be a nice print to have along with, I don't know, along with the new print I made. I think I showed you the one with sugar and other stories, which I said I don't think will really sell, honestly. So hopefully after this one I can create another one so I can have a trio at least for my cons coming up. But anyway, this is the progress, so I'm gonna keep working on this. I'll take a couple clips here and there, and I'll probably do some voiceover too. I wanted to paint my nails before I got into this, but it's too late now. Oh yeah, initially this was going to be like a wedding kind of piece where she was holding a bouquet of flowers, but it just became like she's just a cute cricket girl in the wild holding a branch of berries.
Bro, what the hell? This is what my Among Us opponents have on their second monitor. Anytime we go into the emergency meeting, I'm like, I don't know, I was just doing tasks. Then somebody's like, well, at first I saw Erin, she was in the bedrooms, and then she went to the restaurant, then she went to the blackout room, and then I'm like, what the hell? I thought we were playing a game here, not playing Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. I'll stick to Switch Sports Golf.
Honestly, I'm pretty much at the point of being done here. I just keep adding little details here and there, but if I overwork it, I think it'll just look really bad. So I usually use Photoshop to enhance the colors anyway. I've been thinking about maybe I should try the Arches paper and a different kind of watercolor, like a brighter watercolor, because I love my koi watercolor paints, but they are quite dull on this paper, which I don't really mind actually, because I don't mind enhancing it on Photoshop. It's just like if I sell it as an original, the colors aren't as bright as they could be if I had used better watercolor paints and stuff. Not saying that koi is a bad watercolor. It's just, I think maybe it's just a combination of my style too. I really like just light wash compared to darker washes, or that could just be the level of my skill. I'm just not at the point where I could do dark washes confidently. Anyway, let me show you it before I add anything else. I'm just using my small tiny brush just to add like more shadows and stuff around the face, and I think enhance the cricket body because it's kind of disappearing in the green at the bottom here. Let me show you. Yeah, so the cricket body is kind of disappearing a bit. I'm gonna still put with my little brush like tiny hairs for the feet because as you can see here, the cricket has got some tiny feet hairs right there. Here's a close-up of the face, so I've just been using my tiny brush to add some shadows because the face is quite small. So I just need that tiny brush. Yeah. But yeah, the cricket body kind of disappearing a little bit here. But I'm liking how it looks. So to time it out, I put this streamer's video on. It's like a 3.5 hour stream of him playing The Devil in Me, I think, just kind of as a background. So I am at 3.5 hours in his stream, so I have been painting this for 3.5 hours. Yeah, it's 3.5 hours of painting. Alright, and now adding the little feet. And this is not like your anatomically correct cricket body, it's just, you know, an estimated cricket body. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Alright, I'm gonna flatten it for a couple of hours, maybe under here. I have another painting under here. This guy. He's already fairly flat. Flatten her underneath watercolor paper. Please be flat. Wow, I thought I was recording. Anyway, I changed my outfit because the last sweater wasn't really doing it for me. But before grocery shopping, I had some time, so I'm going to do my nails. I already did 3 nails, but I'm going with the steel gray color. It's just a regular polish. I haven't really been patient enough to do gel nails recently, so we're just going with the regular polish and 1 or 2 coats because it's so much faster.
You're like, oh my god, like totally yes.
That's not what I said.
And I was like, oh, interesting. That's what my response.
But I feel like after that, it kind of turned into more of a dating vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we went out for more like one-on-one.
Ta-da! It's more of like a brown than a steel gray, but yeah.
Charge my phone, but it didn't work for whatever reason.
So many bags. Fridge is restocked. Time to empty out this dishwasher. everything is put away, and this is gonna be my lunch. It is basically sweet bread with ube filling, my favorite. This would be really good heated up with some tea, like heated up really quickly in the microwave, but I don't have a microwave, so I'm just gonna eat it cold, which is fine. I'm back at my desk now, and I was just sketching some sticker ideas, and I came up with, I remember that sketch I did of the knot dragon, K-N-O-T, and I can't find that sketch, so I decided to recreate it, and then I came up with this pretzel looking dragon. So I thought maybe I could do 2 more designs. They're gonna be fairly big stickers, I think, just like matte. There's the baguette and then the dragon, donut dragon. So yeah, I think I'm gonna render these digitally, so we'll see how that looks. And I drew these too. They're really cute. I don't know, like 2 egg like hatchlings. I'm gonna draw that digitally as well and see if I can make that any interesting, like more interesting than this. But yeah, we'll work on the dragon. So I gotta pull out my Cintiq. So these are my sketches so far. This pretzel dragon is gonna be covered in sesame seed, so the end of its tail is like a sesame seed. And then we got our baguette dragon, who has a tail that is like a little, what do you call that, like knob of butter, but like a whipped butter thing at the end. I don't know if I'm gonna keep him like a plain baguette or with filling. I think I might just go with a plain baguette, just so it's clear instead of like a sandwich, but I really like the face. And then this is the donut dragon, which I don't know if I like very much. I feel like the face is so generic. I do like the eyes where the pupils are pointing different ways, but I just feel like it looks like a generic dragon with a donut body. I don't know how much more interesting I can make it. It would probably be a sprinkled dragon, just like a pink donut, just for ease of, you know, getting what it's supposed to be. So it's going to be covered in sprinkles and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, here are the finals. I might have to adjust brightness and just vibrance of the colors or saturation, but here is how the pretzel dragon turned out. I am going to show you guys the digital version on this side so you can see the colors without it being on the Cintiq. Anyway, so here's the pretzel dragon. Then we have our baguette dragon and the donut dragon. I really like how the donut dragon colored in turned out like. And yeah, these are CMYK colors, so hopefully they turn out nice as a sticker. But I don't know. I'll print them out to see what they look like size-wise. These are going to be fairly big. But yeah, who is your favorite? My favorite is the pretzel dragon for sure. Second is the baguette. I feel like the baguette is very lacking in color though, but I don't know. Well, these are pretty big. I do like the size of the pretzel. The baguette guy is kind of big, but let's cut them out. Alright, here's the gang. Donut. Let me move this aside just in case I want to make a thumbnail. Just move. Donut. Donut is nice and round, so it's very pleasing. Pretzel. So it's nice that I've decided to get these stickers done not by myself, because I don't know how I would cut these out efficiently, and they would be better quality. I mean, this isn't bad, although my Epson has been having issues with printing pinks and reds. I don't know if you can see that. I replaced the ink and everything, but there's always lines in it, and I tried to change the color. You can't see it on camera, but there's lines going through pinks and reds, especially on bigger surfaces like this. I've tried a bunch of stuff, changing the actual pink color, making sure it's printed in CMYK, all that kind of stuff, and it just never really resolved. And I don't know if it's just age or, but yeah, anyway, so this is the pretzel. Really like that. And then this is Baguette. He's a little bit anemic colored, which is fine because Baguette is just the bread, I guess, but I could enhance the saturation. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I can, these are sellable? They're not scary, they're cute. And I would probably just do like a vinyl matte because that's the stickers that I like. But yeah, pastry dragons, bread dragons. Let's add them. Let's add them to my collection here. Before I finish this, my boyfriend and I were prepping dinner. We're gonna have roasted chicken with some veggies. Oops, that's a little lopsided, but that's okay. You here. Kind of overlapped some stickers. That's alright. And then pretzel. Well, you know what? I could also make a big sticker of this one. I really like it. I forgot about it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. My new additions: baguette, pretzel, and donut. But I've never got this sticking to the I've never got this sticker made. It would look really nice, and it's a nice size actually, and I really love that drawing. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna pull that file out. Maybe that's gonna be for the cons this year. The mushroom and the donuts, or the pastries, and then my zine, and new prints, and then my book. Very simple this year. Let's see how the flattening is going. I can scan it today. Oh yeah, it's fairly flat. Could do a bit more. So I'm gonna flip it over and find more heavy things. My codex always comes in handy. I'm gonna double up there.
Shouldn't take this, it's a mess.
Hmm?
Shouldn't record this, it's a mess.
Come on. Can you eat half a chicken by yourself? Salad, garlic bread, chicken. Good evening. It is now Wednesday, March the 8th, 9:15. I've just edited the part that you saw, but I thought I'd like film a little bit more, kind of like a closing off. I've been doing that in my previous vlog, so I thought I'd wrap up some thoughts from previous clips, because I noticed as I was editing that I kind of didn't follow up on certain clips that might need a little bit of context or something like that. But before we do that, let's check out the painting. Maybe I'll scan it and put it here so you can see what it looks like, all prettied up and adjusted so we can see it together. But let's check the flattening. It's here right now. So let's see how flattened it got. I pulled out my old light that I've had forever. It's pretty dim, but it works as a lamp right now. Okay. So flat. I don't know. I've been really enjoying this process where I flatten stuff and see how flat it gets. It's satisfying to me. It's still a little bit wrinkly, but that is the nature of this paper. But I think it'll scan fine. Okay, I'm gonna scan this right now and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, hopefully I don't look too rough. Anyway, so I just finished scanning. I scanned this one, but I didn't edit it. And I scanned the two paintings right here. So I think I'll call this one Mary Magdalene. No, I don't know what to call this one, but like, okay, that's the idea. And then the cricket princess or something, scanned that. Definitely had a lot more trouble scanning and editing this. I'll show it like right here. So yeah, I had a bit of trouble with this just because the colors are so light. This one was really easy to scan because the colors look fairly similar, and even better once I edited. But this one had a lot of trouble just because the colors, like my colors are good I think, but I just wasn't very confident with the washes, so they are very dull, and trying to convert that into what I see in my mind into an edited digital piece that is good for printing is quite difficult. At some point, maybe this week, I'm going to try, probably not this week because I still have to edit 2 videos, extra videos for my video pals, by the way. I have to film and edit the February doodle calendar video, and then also edit the extra vlog for the month of February, which I haven't done yet just because of the break and everything. Anyway, yeah, I won't be getting to that, but what I want to do is I won't be getting to printing out like a sample print of the Cricut one, but I'm gonna do that eventually to see what it looks like as a print, like have an idea. And I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to print it out on my own for the conventions that are upcoming, or if I'm going to get it printed somewhere else. I've never tried getting anything printed somewhere else other than my Vistaprint postcards, and the Vistaprint Pro postcards turn out really well, but big size prints, I've never done that outside of my own, you know, facilities before. So I really want to try it. Although seeing how I did with my money last year for art stuff was really bad. That's the one thing I didn't really talk about when I talked about my taxes. Like I said, I submitted my taxes, and in 2022 I spent a lot of money on like prints, stickers, sticker books, and just like starting to kind of get back into the groove of having an art thing, like an art business. Like I was just really like driven. I wanted to make new products and all that kind of stuff. So I made money. I made the sticker books, I made acrylic charms. I did a lot of experimentation with merchandise, but I didn't really fully commit. But at the same time, I was also stocking for my conventions that year. So I spent a lot of money doing that, but I didn't make enough back. So I mean, it happens. The last years before that I did pretty good, but just doing that this year, I just kind of like have to take a few steps and not just jump into like buying merchandise, especially because I'm, like I keep saying in my vlogs, that I'm slowing down with print stuff. I'm really hoping that I could create more books instead of me doing all the printing. I've done it for so long that it's just like, I think I'm that phase of my life of just printing and cutting is it's not totally done. It's just, I guess I want to take a long break from it because it's a lot of work, and I just want to make stuff and not worry about that part of it. I guess we're doing the wrap up of the vlog now. Another thing I wanted to quickly kind of wrap up is the party. So the party was really fun. Like you saw, we went to a place called Piano, which is like they serve Italian food, and it was really nice in there. We were seated at the upstairs, but at the downstairs it was like fancier and kind of like really kitschy. Just a lot of cool props, very circus-like, and just like nice carpet, crazy wall hangings and all that kind of stuff. And then we went to Chris's place after to have some cake. So Chris, if you're watching this, thank you so much for inviting me to the party. It was really fun. I quickly had to pause filming because somebody said hello. But yeah, thank you so much, Chris, for inviting me to your party. It was really, really fun, and I'm so happy she liked my gift. And yeah, it was a fun night. So I really wanted to kind of wrap that part of the vlog up. I wrapped the part of the vlog up where I quickly talked about my taxes and how much I made last year. And so that's good. That's checked off of my list. I still have to film the commentary portion for this part of the vlog where I paint this. I have a few more thoughts on it, so I wanted to do a commentary over some of those clips. And then yeah, but I think I'm gonna do my wrap up now to end the vlog off. Actually, before I do that, I have some really exciting news. It's not 100% yet, but I got another email yesterday, I believe, from another potential client who wants me to come and do some live drawing for them. And it was a recommendation, it was a referral from my previous client. They referred me to another department, and yeah, so I got that email. Again, it's not 100% yet. It's some sort of food festival, which is really cool, and they have food art festival, and they also have invited other artists as well. And they were asking me if I wanted to do live drawings or some other large work. So they want to talk to me either tomorrow or on Friday about what I wanted to do. I do want to do my live drawing things, but I'm really interested to see what they may want, what else they may want, which is really cool. So yeah, I really have to thank the person who firstly recommended me to my previous, live drawing event. But that's really cool, and I'm hoping I can get more of that work. Yeah, so that is an update. Really exciting. And like I mentioned earlier, there are extra videos going up soon, hopefully, for the video pals. I'm going to be filming the February doodle calendar video, hopefully this weekend, and then I'm going to edit the extra vlogs that I promised for February. It's already the 8th of March and I haven't been able to get to that. Okay, so to end it off, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it kept you some company and it was interesting enough, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Hopefully we have some exciting content next time. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.